how I personally feel about her, let's just say I'm in line with Sanji. But for this video, I want to talk about how much does it make sense to have her as the new member of the crew. It's no longer the monster trio. No, we have a crew of monsters alongside Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, and also Jinbei, and now seemingly Yamato. But how much she makes sense. She seems to lack a goal. And second, a common theme, like a thread, has been that most of the going to be members of the Straw Hat crew were originally reluctant or outright opposed to Straw Hat Luffy, to the crew, the Straw Hat crew, and did not want to join.
断る。自分から悪党になり下がろうってのがご苦労なこって。
やっぱ海賊は単純でやりやすいわ。なんで檻の中？なあ、仲間になってくれよ。
それは断る。俺はこの店で働かなきゃいけねえ理由があるんだ。
やだ、断る。
何がだ。
バカ言え。俺はトナカイだぞ。人間なんかと一緒にいられるか。ストロングライト。
First, people who were opposed to Luffy and opposed to the idea of being part of the crew, and second, people who had a very distinct dream, some goal of their own that sets them apart. What is Yamato's dream? What is her goal? And she seems to have the goal to set out to sea, but we don't see her really have a distinct goal, like finding something, achieving something, being something. So that's already 2 strikes against Yamato. And the only thing that speaks in favor of her is that she is kind of a cool and dope character with an absolutely dope devil fruit. But that's only so far and so long as you can do that, up to the point where it becomes over predictive for a reader to extrapolate based on previous events and predict future events way too easy. And if you really want to be every member a little bit unique, a little bit outstanding, have their own unique background and way how they came into the crew, then there is the necessity to break up patterns a little bit every time. Or else the repetition results in each new member being not recognizable as a stand-alone interesting character. And I think for Yamato, her not fitting past criteria, not fitting criteria of characters who would go on to be members of the crew, is not such a big strike against her joining. And even I would go further, her being the daughter of Kaido, of an emperor, an enemy who had such a pivotal role, trying so deliberately to be someone else, who has taken on the name of Kozuki Oden, opposed her father and everything that he stood for, and then had been called out in their fight to come after him, to be an Oni, to always be connected and associated with him. Which is, I think, a huge conflict, which is not a physical conflict, but a character conflict inside the character of Yamato, that this character still needs to overcome, which opens up the need for a character arc of Yamato, which is, I think, a huge point in favor of her joining the crew. Also, her goal currently being the only one to leave Wano Kuni signifies to me that her role will be finding her goal, finding her role and finding her identity alongside the Straw Hat crew.